So nearly after waiting more than 500 days, the golden cross scenario is about to happen, and that is what we are going to talk in today's video, because golden cross in past price action has led to some massive movement. But here is a twist, guys. Here is a twist, and that is also going to be signaling why the market in the mid short term might show some weakness, might show some potential reversal before again showing this impulsiveness. And yes, guys, we are going to talk about all of this in today's video, so please watch this video till the end, and also do not forget to destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet. So starting this in a daily time frame, as you know, I like to keep things simple. So if you look at this price action of Bitcoin using this golden cross and dead cross scenario, the last golden cross was nearly 506 days ago. So I mean, if we are about to form this golden cross here in a daily time frame after 506 days or 510 days, what is supposed to happen? The price is supposed to continue this uptrend because it has led to some really nice impulsive movement in the past price action. But here is a twist, guys. In the past price action, if you look at this one scenario where we had this very long downtrend where this indicator remained bearish, for example here from 2018 2019, when we had this golden cross after a long-term downtrend, even after this golden cross, you can see what did the price of Bitcoin did. The price of Bitcoin showed this impulsiveness, and as soon as we had this golden cross, the price had a shakeout. We came back to retest some key line of support before again exploding here to the upside. So this is exactly what we are also predicting to play out here in price action of Bitcoin. I mean, after this golden cross over here, price might also show a fake out here in this manner, a massive shakeout before continue this uptrend, because in that case the overall average longs are going to get wrecked, and price after that is going to start this impulsiveness. And this here is a scenario which also rhymes up perfectly with this one interesting price movement that we have talked since couple of days. Yes, I showed you this one chart here from 2018 2019 and compared that with our current scenario. We found out from this top from 2017 till 2018 we had this 364 days of downtrend before price started breaking it to the upside, before we start jumping above this 21 weekly moving average, and price also got attracted towards this 0.618 0.5 Fibonacci line before again showing this bearishness. And not just only that, even the RSI line, when we had this breakout, right, started jumping above 50 level. And whenever we know in a weekly time frame the RSI is above 50 level, it usually indicates a possible uptrend for the upcoming days and months. So, and this is exactly what happened here. And we said in our case from this top from 2021 till 2022, this trend was also clearly in a downtrend, and it took almost like around 364 days, just like from the past price action, before again started showing this impulsiveness. And we said if this here is an exact scenario what is also unfolding here, because the price of Bitcoin is above the 21 weekly moving average, and also the RSI here to the downside is over 50 level, we might see a very similar shakeout like this before price again starts showing this bullishness. Yes, and if you look at this previous example after the golden cross, we found out the market had a retracement, right, a big shakeout before exploding here to the upside. And this is exactly what we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin to do as long as we remain above 20,000. Yes, guys, as long as we remain over 20,000, we are expecting the price after some shakeout still trying to break here to the upside, at least towards this 25,000 range before choosing a trend duration. And we know it's not just only this one scenario here, or even from this golden cross dead cross, but also what I showed you yesterday. Yes, according to this Stan Weinstein here in a weekly time frame, we found out the market could be showing a potential reversal towards this 30-week moving average. Yes, this 30-week moving average, if you look at this ideal buy for investor scenario, when the market after this downtrend manages to come across this 30-week moving average and also find support above it after some range bound, after some consolidation, then it usually means the market could be preparing itself for this impulsive movement, just like as shown here in an example. I mean, a retest around this 30-week moving average, finding support above that area means the market could be ready for this next impulsive movement here, just like as shown in an example. But I've been very clear, the only confirmation what we need right now is the confirmation from this volume, because the volume is clearly declining. So we need a volume breakout for a proper confirmation in this case. So let's hope in a bigger frame we remain above 20,000 and market, after some shakeout, after liquidating some over leverage long, to continue this uptrend here like this, because we know the reason, another reason why in a medium short term there might be some shakeout, because this is also a VCPR. VCPR usually indicates the market is choosing a trend direction without touching any of the CPR line, top CPR line, central CPR line, or the bottom CPR line. So in many cases what happens, price gets attracted towards the CPR line before it chooses a trend direction. And in our case, since the price is above the CPR line, we are expecting after some shakeout this trend to continue here to the upside. And for this month of February, the first monthly elrond target is lining around 25,820. So at least 25,000 is where we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to come after some shakeout. And not just only that, now before I switch the chart, I just want to make you guys aware that we have up to $30,000 Bybit deposit bonus available for our community member in the description down below. You just simply need to click this referral link and follow the instruction, and after your initial deposit you will be eligible to claim up to $30,000 bonus. And not just only Bybit, even Phemex is providing around $6,050 deposit bonus. So if you are an experienced trader, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, the time to act is now. And not just only that, even according to this Williams alligator indicator, MACD, RSI, T3CCI, we found out yesterday, since the MACD was a bearish MACD cross, RSI was flashing this bearish divergence, T3CCI was flashing this bearish divergence. In the medium short term, there might be some retracement, and this is why we were also expecting some shakeout on our way before price again start showing this impulsiveness, because we know in the past price action we found out a very similar scenario happened here after this massive breakout. Even though MACD was bearish, even though RSI was flashing this bearish divergence and T3CCI as well, you can see the market still continue this uptrend. But during this uptrend we had plenty of shakeout, right? Please do not forget that. So this is something what we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin to be doing in the upcoming days, with some shakeout on our way, but price still continue this uptrend here in this manner, because we know any sort of a retracement around 20,000 or above 20,000, we have some very strong line of support for Bitcoin. And now guys, if you look at this here in a very simple way, in a smaller time frame, we can see the price of Bitcoin has actually got rejection after reaching around the 23,900, 24,000 range. So what we are going to do, we are going to simply look at this formation as a double top formation for the medium short term. Yes, this might look like double top, right? So that's why if we do see any sort of a retracement here to the downside, the neckline area is where we could be potentially getting gravitated, and this neckline is sitting around 22,700. And if this whole double top scenario is going to play out, what in that case we will be focusing around the target here, 21,500, 21,600 for the upcoming days for Bitcoin. So that's why in the medium short term expect some shakeout on our way, because it's not just only the double top, but if you simply add this rising trend line here to the downside and also here to the upside, you can see the price of Bitcoin was forming this symmetrical triangle, which we have already talked in my video. And in our case, this symmetrical triangle, if you look at this carefully, looks like breaking below the support range. Yes, this lower line here was a very important line of support, and now if you look at this closely, you can see the price of Bitcoin looks like it is already below it, and the same line which acted as a support here in the past price action, right, could be rejecting the price. So that's why guys, that's why here in the medium short term, please be careful and please do not over leverage yourself, because market, even if this is going to be a bullish trend, first likes to liquidate the over leverage people before again heading towards the original trend direction. So please do not over leverage and use proper risk management strategy. And now let me also show you with another reason, because yesterday I read a comment saying, hey Anup, ascending broad image is not always bullish, it's also bearish. Yes, you are right. Ascending broad image could be looked as bullish and bearish. For example, if you look at this one here, if the price manages to break out of this key line of resistance, which we have said around 24,500, 25,000 range, that means in our case, this here is going to be an bullish ascending triangle. But if we lose the support, right, if we lose the support from this lower line, from this ascending broadening wedge, just like as shown here in the example, what happens in most of the cases? Price starts showing this weakness and also continues here to the downside, just like as shown in an example. So in our case right now, since the price of Bitcoin, right, is still inside this ascending broadening wedge, we cannot say it's 100% corrective movement, but we know, we found out looking into previous example, there might be some shakeout before price again starts showing this bullishness. So that's why maybe this ascending broadening wedge might be favoring the shorts before price again starts showing this impulsiveness. So if this here is going to play out just like with the previous example, you can see the target from this ascending broadening wedge, the target from this double top which I just showed you, is also lining exactly around 21,500, 21,600 range. So that's why this here is definitely going to remain as our potential upcoming target for the medium short term. But we also know for this medium short term scenario to play out, first the price must break the support which we have around 23,000 range. But in overall, as long as we remain over 20,000, we are expecting the market to continue this uptrend. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my vlog, if you like what you just saw, then please guys, destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.